Good morning, happy Saturday, and welcome back to another week in our lives. My name is Ivy, and we are down at the lake this morning fixing to get some work done. They are packing in their stuff. We're going, and by they I mean my husband Scotty and my son Aiden. We are headed back into the woods. We're going to work on some trail / just beautification of the area, clearing out some brush, making kind of a camping area, but also just clearing sight lines where you can see all the beauty that this place has to offer. But I wanted to make sure and open this vlog up this morning. It was a late night last night. I was up till 4 a.m. trying to get my Nashville video up and never could get it up, unfortunately. So this morning I had to update my software, pay money to do all that, and it was a mess. But finally got it up just before noon today. And now here we are out here, headed into the woods to spend a beautiful day out in God's creation. So come on along with us today. Come on along with us this week and see what all we can get into. All right, we've made it to our spot. Sorry, there's a super loud plane going over. I did bring my microphone. I finally got it ready to use, but I don't know how much I'm going to actually use it today because I'll probably do time lapse and things. Anyhow, the place we are starting to clear today, Scotty's starting to saw too, so all the noises, and it's windy, is the old campsite. So my parents, when they moved here in 76, I believe it was, sorry mama, I'm gonna butcher that year. I believe it was 76. They bought this land, they moved up here, and they camped here in this area right here. It is a very flat area amongst the hills. Her home is up on top of, I believe, that hill there now. But anyhow, when they first moved here, newlyweds, they moved right here onto this spot and camped in a tent for 10 months. Isn't that incredible? Including a month like this, which it is February still. It is only 39 degrees right now. I think it's supposed to be 44 today. But it's right next to this natural spring coming out of a cave up the hill. It runs down. There's a very trickling waterfall right now. So they had a freshwater source that they camped next to, and they were just in this beautiful flat spot before the lake was there, and they camped here for 10 months, and this was their original home. They then built a home up the hill. It burnt down in 84, I believe, when I was a baby, toddler. My sister was a baby. Anyhow, an angel woke up my brother, who was 4 at the time, 5, and saved our family from the fire. But anyway, God did all of those things before my parents accepted Christ as their Savior. And now we have this beautiful blessing of God's creation that we get to be stewards of and take care of in all of this. So Scotty has had this plan and vision and hope for years to continue, of course, to honor what my parents started here, but to clean up this area. It has been, over the years, literally new trees fall every day. We just crossed the bridge down there and a new tree has fallen there across the way. But in addition to keeping up with all of that, we also want to make improvements to everything over the course of time. And so clearing out this area, just making it this beautiful oasis right in the middle of the woods, walking down the trail and coming upon this clear, open, beautiful area. So we're starting over here on this. There is a rock ledge around the edge right there. We're going to try and clear out below that as well eventually, make it a little more visible from across the lake, and just continue to accentuate God's creation and all the beautiful things that are hidden amongst all of this downfall and deadfall of the course of time. So I need to stop talking and go help, but clearing all these things. Right now he's making the spot where we're going to put the big brush pile, which will eventually we will burn. We are in a burn ban right now, so we cannot burn today, which if you just saw the spring, it's normally flowing quite well. It's barely trickling right now. We definitely in desperate need of some rain. Anyhow, lots to do. I'm excited to spend this Saturday. Like I said, it's in the high 30s, low 40s. Perfect day to do some work outside. We're not going to get too hot. We're not going to have to worry about bugs and snakes. I'm excited. Okay, I need to throw some gloves on and get over here and help these guys out. So I'll set you guys up on a time lapse and let's get some brush cleared. I'm super excited to get started today. Minutes in, 5-0, and we have so much done. However, you can only look at what you've got done, because if you look up and around, there's still so much to do. So of course, in the midst of it, if you have been following along, you probably know what Scotty has found. Scotty, what did you find?
Let me show you.
Okay.
Oh, about dropped it. Another point, some kind of blade it looks like. I love finding these things.
Yeah. Yeah, Scotty.
That's the main reason I wanted to clear this out, not to make it a campsite or anything, but because I know this flat area by the waterfall and everything is where they probably camped out a lot. I've already found a lot in this area. So.
Yep, no doubt. Of course, the lake was not there, but there's still the natural spring right there that I showed you earlier.
Yeah, definitely pools of water and stuff.
Yeah.
You guys had that.
Yep.
Down there.
Yep. So this was most certainly a place that Native Americans, Indians, lived all the many hundreds of years ago. But anyway, of course, he found one. First day, first time out. So we've gotten from this area over here cleared through here. And then to the edge, almost to the trail right over there. Scotty blew in a new trail that goes down to the lake. So just a bit more to do in this area. Scotty, are you wanting to finish like this all the way around that way now? To the trail back over there.
I'm going to blow the top of that off, like off that way.
Oh, hang on. Turn you guys around so you can see a little better.
Yeah, I want to blow that all off. All this right here, all through here.
Yep.
And then eventually work our way that way and clear to the rock line down that way a little ways.
Yep. Okay, so didn't even come over here. Show you that fully. And then Aiden's been digging in rocks over here. These are all just big rock formations and things. And we found these holes in the rocks, and he said if he were an Indian, this is where he would store his arrowheads. So he's been over here exploring and adventuring in these rocks. But they're super cool, and that's one of the main things we're trying to reveal all of this, that all these years have been under overgrowth and under leaves and things. So this is the main trail we've always had, came through here, bypassed all of that. So we're just trying to open it up, and then down there across the bridge back to the fallen tree. And then since I'm down at this part already, here's the waterfall. You saw it in a few vlogs ago. And we want to get over here and clear up all this deadfall that's happened all along the creek side. But Yeah, we barely got a trickle right now. Again, you can only look at what we've done and be excited about it, because then when you look up, it's still exciting, but it's daunting. There's so much to do.
Percussion flake, sorry.
Okay, we are done for the day. It's been 2.5 hours of working. I only filmed about an hour and a half of it, but wow, it is so cleared out. It's incredible. We've the last little bit just been sitting on the ground looking for arrowheads. Scotty's got a nice little pocket full. Aiden is determined to find stuff, and I have not yet either. My face is filthy, and I smacked myself in the mouth a few minutes ago, but I also noticed I have a scratch on my cheek there. Scotty's bringing all his treasures over, so let's turn it around and look at them. All right, this is the one that we saw earlier, but there it is better. Wow. So you said this is probably more like a scraper, like a knife?
Knife or something, yeah, I would say.
Yeah. And then tell what those are.
And just a broken point, and maybe like a bird point there that's broken. It's just the bottom half of both of them.
Yeah. That's so cool. So cool. I found them right over near where Aiden's digging over there. But there's our enormous brush pile. Don't think you can tell the extent of the enormity. He thinks he just found another one. Probably did.
It looks like the point of one, but I don't think it is. It doesn't look.
Yeah, it's not worked on that side.
No.
Where's the piece I had? I think it's on this rock. I found this little thing, but it looks just like a flake that while they were working something could have come off, or just maybe nothing at all. I don't know. I'm carrying around this piece of cedar because it smells so good. It reminds me of my dad for sure. Anyway, this is probably what hit me in the mouth, honestly. Anyhow, you can't really tell how enormous this pile is, but it is very enormous. It's taller than Aiden, and he's pretty tall, and it's about 7 Aidens long. Yeah, it is huge, and now we're a little nervous about burning it because, of course, trees and treetops and all that jazz. But there's still stuff to do. We got to take out that tree that is down. That tree's dead. There's a couple other dead trees we need to cut out. Aiden cleared this area by himself, other than Scotty leaf blowing, and then we've got all of this. I haven't even shown you guys our fruits of our labor yet. All cleared out. I'm the worst at before and afters. But let's go back over where we started at least.
Can I blow this over here? Or
Give me just a second, but I'm almost done. I think this is about where we started because I was by this log here. And all this. So starting at that point, right? I'll point with my cedar. That point right there. That tree right there is the corner. So we cleared all along there. That's the trail edge. All along those rock edges. All along those rock edges all the way over there. That there, and it's a trail, new trail on the side of that big tree. New trail going that way towards the lake. And then all the way around over to that fallen cedar right there, which that cedar is really cool. It's got live cedars growing up out of the dead cedar. So anyway, all along there, we clean this little peninsula, which is inside the trail. And then the trail curves, the old trail. I said, the only bad thing about this is I'm nervous that people will just come up the trail and go straight out there, either straight to the lake or straight down to cross, and miss this area altogether. But I don't know, maybe my dad was anti-sign, but if we use things like this beautiful cedar wood, and like, you know, etch into it that says waterfall that way, lake that way, bridge that way, you know, something to that effect. He did not like signs in nature though. So anyhow, there it is. That is everything we got done, and it is absolutely gorgeous, and it just feels so nice. I wish we could stay longer, but we need to head on to the house. But we will be back. This is just the first work day of many to come. Hey y'all, it's later, about 7:30. Yeah, almost 7:30. And I just woke up from a nap not too long ago. I laid down when we got home from the lake and did not intend to sleep that long. Hang on, let me get this chicken out. Okay, that bag is like full of juice. Anyway, I thought this was on top. That's why I was going to talk and do it at the same time. I'm fixing to make chicken tacos. That's literally the only reason I got on here. Other than to say, when we got home from the lake, I was exhausted. As I mentioned, I was up till like 4 o'clock this morning, and then my body was like, you probably ought to go lay down. So I thought I would sleep for like an hour. The boys are watching a basketball game. I woke up and it was almost 7 o'clock, and I was like, oops. So it was probably 4:30. I think we got home at 3:30. I laid there. I was so chilled. I could not stop shaking, shivering. And so by the time we left, we had like looked for arrowheads and stuff. So my body had cooled way down from working, and I just could not get out of my chill. And so I was laying there with my heating pad on and everything. Anyway, so it was probably an hour before I fell asleep, but probably about 4:30, so 5:30, 6:30, so 2.5 hour nap. It was lovely, actually. I feel much rested. So anyhow, albeit 7:30, I'm making dinner, and which is way earlier than we normally have dinner, because after ball games, it's usually 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock when we have dinner. So this is a nice welcome 7:30 dinner. It'll be 8 by the time we eat. But I better get to it, start making dinner, and I'll show you when we're done. But yep, got a nice little nap. Feel refreshed after our hard work. All right, there's my chicken tacos. Scotty fried the shells for us. We had some avocado, and I just like it with some sour cream and cheese. Super excited. Hello, it is 10:22 p.m. We already vlogged that. Tacos for dinner. They were so delicious. I can't even describe how delicious they were. Those tortillas fried is just, they're just so good. It just elevates everything so much. Anyhow, I was just fixing to take a shower, and I remembered that I got a package in the mail today, and I want to have this package before I take my shower. But I had alluded to it a few weeks ago in probably a grocery haul when I got new deodorant, because I said that they stopped carrying the jukebox at Walmart. So I was trying to find a new aluminum-free deodorant. And I have seen a lot of influencers talk about this brand. So I've been influenced, if you will. And so I'm giving it a try myself. But it is the Wild brand natural deodorant. And what makes them unique is it is a refillable like case, and then you just buy the refill and put it into the case, and so you use the same, like wind up case thing, so you're paying less, it's less waste, all that kind of stuff. And so The refills are only like $7.50, and then they're even less if you bundle them and all that kind of stuff. So pretty good price if I like it and it works well for me. But they also had like a really big like Valentine's Day sale. And so I got a lot of things in here. I think I don't know, I'll have to open it. It's been a little bit, but I did buy the starter pack that has the case. And then I think it had like 3 scents that were like pre-chosen. And then I chose a few extra scents to go with it because again, they were on sale. I think I ended up only paying like $6 per refill. So this is going to last me a really long time. I'm not going to need to refill for quite a while. And I'm going to try all the fragrances. I'm normally not a like major super scented deodorant person. I mean, kind of, but I don't know what I'm trying to say. I know when I tried a different brand, I don't want to say a brand with a brand and compare them. I guess I'm not sponsored, so I can. When I tried Lumi, I did not like Lumi. And I tried like the coconut one, and I definitely did not like that. So it was like a foodie type of smell or something. That was not it for me. So anyway, I know one of these is, I think, a foodie smell, toasted marshmallow or something maybe. We'll see. Let's just get into it. Also, when I was buying all my stuff on Temu a few weeks ago, I got a bunch of free stuff. And so I chose like these little blades on Temu. And they've been sitting on my desk, and I just opened them today because I knew what they were. I knew there were the blades, and I was like, there are so many in here. It's like 2 dozen of them. Do I need 2 dozen of these? No, but they were free. So I was like, okay. So I gave one to Scotty too. I can't lift that up too high because my address is on there. So anyway, let's hop into this baby and see. True unboxing together. Oh, it's so cute. Like I said, it was a Valentine's Day sale. So I got the Valentine's Day pack. Okay. Well, I only ordered 1 extra scent, I guess. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. One thing at a time. All right. So I did order the Valentine's Day starter pack that comes with the metal case. So this case is metal, and it's peach, strawberries and cream, and then honey cactus flower. So not, I mean, I feel like I will probably like all of those scents. Whoops. And then I think the main influencer I've seen is Victoria Witt, which she has Disney in Detail and Victoria in Detail. And this is her favorite, is the Thunderstorm. And so I went ahead and got it because her fiance wears this one. And I thought, well, that's nice. For some reason, this reminds me of church camp when I was a kid. Scotty, I'm going to throw this to you. Smell it. It's more of a masculine scent. Yeah. So I can order another case, but I didn't order another case. And so this is what I did. I ended up ordering these little travel ones, and I thought, well, this is good because then I'm always so self-conscious, especially going to like a more natural deodorant. I'm just so self-conscious about smelling. Like, I do not like to smell bad around people, and I'm literally like inches away from students all day long, and just we go to sporting events and we sit close to people, and I'm so self-conscious. So I got these little travel scents so that I could try the different fragrances. I do remember that now. So let's smell this one. I don't know how they work. Does it turn? Do I push it? Hang on. This is all cardboard. It says recycle me on cardboard. Don't make fun of how I'm reading this either. I am very well aware I need to go to the eye doctor. I think it's time for bifocals, guys. It's ridiculous. Okay, I have no idea how to open it, unroll it, get it out of there. Oh, push my base to use me. Oh, that was so much easier than it should have been. Okay, I was making that very difficult. Oh, this is good. Scotty, smell this one. Fresh cotton and sea salt. Scotty is right there watching things. Yeah. So he uses Squatch, which they still sell, Rainforest Oasis. This is not my favorite. Still smells good. Another one coming at you. So look, Scotty. It smells like what? Oh, well, I have a no, this is honey and cactus. Okay, well, send it back because I didn't get honeysuckle from that, but maybe I need to. Oh, I caught that. Are you impressed? Oh, I get it now. Yeah. I was thinking, what does it say? Rainforest Oasis. I think I was expecting this to smell like Pandora. He said it smells like honeysuckle if you can't hear him. It definitely does now that I'm smelling it with that thought in mind. Okay, Scotty, look, this is what it is. So you take this and you like take it apart. You pop the little, like that thing I just gave you, the thunderstorm one. Let me smell these fragrances and see which one I want to start with. Ooh, it's strawberry and cream, but it's almost, what? Rose. It's almost got a rosy smell. I know. Will you share deodorant with me if I put it in here? He said that's weird. Yeah, these are all fine. I don't mind any of these fragrances. This one's good. Honey and cactus flower. Anyway, okay, so you snap it in here, Scotty. I thought it snapped in. That didn't snap. And then you just put the case back together. And then you wind it up, just like your normal deodorant. And then you just replace that thing. I'm telling you guys too, but Scotty's Scotty's here. Okay. So the refills are only like $7.50, whereas we were paying $13 for the other one. So now just to use it, the fragrances are great. I'm going to start with the honey and cactus flower. So I'm going to go take a shower. Do you put deodorant on after your shower? I always do, because I sweat when I sleep. I don't want to stink when I wake up. I just took a shower. Anyway, I'm excited. I'm excited to give it a try. I do have a coupon code for you. This is not an affiliate. I probably will get like not a kickback, but like a discount on my next order if you order. But I think it's a 50% off coupon. I will put, I'm seeing if this has anything about it on there, but no. When I signed up for it's not a subscription. You can sign up for a subscription where they would send it to you automatically. And I think you save when you do that too. But I'm not going to do that yet. Of course, I have all of these to go through and give a try to and everything. But I'm excited about it. I'm excited to give it a try. And there is a coupon code in my description box for 50% off your order. And again, I think it gives me some kind of something. So just so you know that. But 50% off. And I think my order was like 40% off with the Valentine's Day sale. And I got all of this. Again, it's an upfront cost. I think I spent $44 for this kit that had 3. And I think they have different kits. This was just the cutie Valentine one that they offered. And then an extra refill. And then the 2 travel size ones. So again, it's a pretty big upfront cost, but then you're just buying the refills from here on out. So I'm excited to give it a try. Throughout this vlog, I will try to remember to update you by the end since it's fresh and new. And I'll wear it throughout this week to school. And we've got at least 1 ball game this week. And so I'll wear it throughout the week and see how it goes and give you guys an update. But I'm very excited about it. It's, like I said, 10:30 at night, and I went out to the mailbox to get this in the dark. I wore a headlamp. I was scared. There were dogs barking, and I made it, though. Scotty wouldn't walk with me. He said, "You're a big girl," and I'm fine. I made it. But yeah, I'm excited to give it a try, and I hope you guys are. If any of you have used it in the long term, because even if I do give you an update by the end of this week, it's still going to be a short-term update. So if you've used it, tell me your pros and cons and thoughts about it. And if you're interested in it, check out my coupon code, and also just stay tuned and I'll keep you updated. So I'm going to go take a shower. I have sticks in my hair. I have bruises all over. I still haven't noticed if I have a bruise on my face where I got smacked in the mouth. I do have, I think I have a scratch on my back because I keep feeling something back there. I have a bruise on my foot, but that's from dropping my phone on my foot yesterday, guys. It's ridiculous. Dropped my phone on my foot and 2 of my toes are bruised, and I thought it only hit 1 of my toes. But I'm going to go take a nice, long, hot shower, put on some deodorant afterwards, get ready for bed, and I'll probably see you guys tomorrow. Y'all, I just filmed that 5-minute video, or however long it was. I look like I got beat up. I mean, my face is dirty, So I haven't taken a shower yet. I just came here. There's something right here happening. There's the scratch. I got hit on the chin right there. And then I have more scratches on this side. I'm careless when I'm in the woods. Like I said, I bruise really easily. I haven't even taken my shirt off to see the scratch on my back. I just actually looked at myself. My makeup's like all falling off my face, literally. Yeah, look how rough I look. So I really need to wash my face. See what's actually going on. Oh my word. Sorry, you just had to endure that long deodorant video with my face looking like I've been pummeled. But yeah, I mean, I just kept getting hit with branches. I told Scotty, like, I think the scratch on my back is because I would grab a tree and drag it after Aiden had lopped it down or cut it down with the saw. And I would drag it by the trunk, but then I would throw it by the trunk, kind of like javelin style. But then the whole top of the tree would like knock me in the back of the head, or it would like scratch my face and stuff. So kind of careless when I'm in the woods, but ugh, my hands smell bad. I just pet Remy. He needs a bath. That poor old man. I don't know. He's aging real fast. I don't know how much longer he's going to last. That poor guy. We just had memories of Strawberry too, because she passed a year ago this month in February. Yeah, so if we lose Remy a year later, oh my gosh, that will just break my heart. Anyway, okay, I need to take a shower, but I just had to address that, oh my word, I haven't even looked at myself today at all. So sorry for my appearance while I was trying to sell you deodorant, I guess. Sorry, basketball. Not sad you're over, because this is our new view. Sunset over the baseball field. Not much like it. Hey y'all, happy Thursday. It is 6:30 p.m. I am fixing to head to Mama's to do PT. I actually went out to the car and I'm like, dang it, I forgot to check that chicken. I was going to change the water, but the water's still warm. Anyhow, chicken in the sink, getting ready. Chicken in the sink? Chicken in the sea? Anyway, it's actual chicken in the sink to make my dinner tonight. I'm making a copycat KFC fried chicken bowl, whatever it's called. If you watch my grocery haul next week, you'll get why I can't speak the words. Anyhow, I had a grocery haul, did a grocery haul, put the groceries away, prepped some fruit. We'll get to that in a minute, but I'm fixing to head to Mama's. But I'm like, I have not talked to anybody. Haven't talked to you guys pretty much all week, I feel like. So here's me taking a moment to talk to you. But I was like, well, I got to run back in the house anyway and do all that. I just had to move the side-by-side. The side-by-side's out. The tractor's out because Aiden's car is in the shop. Because, I don't think I told y'all this, but he hit a deer weeks ago. And we just ordered all the parts. And Scotty and Aiden are fixing it tonight. So, anyhow, Aiden's car will be back in one piece. It wasn't terrible, but our deductible was going to be probably as much. Ooh, I forgot the tractor was there that about. I wasn't going to hit it, but man, I caught a glimpse of it and that scared me. Anyhow, his fender's been broken and it's making a crazy flappy noise when he drives and all that. So insurance was going to be the same to replace it than to do it ourselves. So we figured we'd do it ourselves and skip the claim against our insurance because we've had two pretty large claims. I don't know when our first one was. So 2017 maybe. We had a fire and we lost our shop, and that was a big insurance claim for sure. And then, of course, last year, 2024, Riley got in a wreck. So we're like, this one we can fix for the same price as our deductible. Let's just do it and not claim it on our insurance. We've been with State Farm since we were both 16 years old, so I honestly don't think that they would drop us, but we have heard of insurance companies dropping people for less. So we're like, we'll just handle this one. Scotty's not a mechanic or a body work person or anything, but he can figure stuff out. So anyhow, yeah, I'm heading to Mama's. We're gonna do some PT today. She's learned something new. She had a prosthetics appointment on Monday, and they made a few adjustments to her prosthetics. And this will be the first. Was her appointment Monday or Tuesday? I don't remember. Anyway, this is the first time I'll be doing PT with her since that appointment. So I'm excited to see that. The adjustments that they made, they like tilted her foot one way or the other, and then they showed her or talked about some kind of move to do to really start working on bending her knees. It's called squash the cockroach or the cockroach move or something like that. And you like take a step out and put your heel down like you're squishing a cockroach, and that's supposed to get the knee to bend. And so that's an exercise that we need to be working on. So it's later than I normally head over there, but I picked up her groceries. Aiden and I went and delivered them. Oh yeah, right after school, Aiden and I went to the local sports store and got him fitted for his Letterman jacket. Also this week I paid for his class ring, so we're dropping a cool grand on between a ring, not really close enough, but on a ring and a Letterman jacket within a week's time. But anyway, praise the Lord for tax returns. We actually haven't got our taxes on yet. We have our taxes done end of January, very beginning of February, and have our return back by now. I dropped the ball this year, so our appointment's not even till March 14th. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyway, and our lady retired. I'm so sad that she retired, but we're using the lady that helps her in hopes that we'll at least still get to see our lady. And then we'll see how it goes and if we like her and if we continue to go there or not. But it's an hour from our house. It's not close. When we both worked in town, it was like a lunch break, you know. But now it's a drive. So we'll see after this year. But anyway, wow, that was the longest roundabout talked about absolutely nothing story ever. Just to say it's been a really long afternoon, and that's why I'm just now getting here at 6:30. So I'm here. Let's go in and do some PT. I don't know if I'm going to film today, but if I do, here's Mama doing PT. And if I don't, watch last week's vlog and you can see Mama do us some PT. Good. I was going to say your smoothest transition. It was until then. Oh, gosh. I kicked you.
I can't feel that one.
Yeah, I guess. Scared me.
So sweet that you're shopping together.
Oh, you wouldn't believe how many times turkey they had. Peppered, smoked, unroasted, and where it all started. Check out the cereal up, tap in front, make a butter tapping crunch, tap across the crunch berry. It's a good time to be alive.
So nice to have a big strong man to push my car.
Well, we'll go and walk it up on through it.
There's a couple more bags for Grandma.
You got a puppy you love, bud?
He's driving me crazy. You want to take this one?
Not really, no.
Thanks, yes, ma'am.
All right,
That's 2 hours.
So good.
as far as I can go.
So good.
He just wants to spend time with you. I wish we men could spend all day every day.
I'm afraid I'm gonna like get you in, you know, like dead leg you and stick your knee in somebody's back of somebody's knee and make them go down. I'm afraid I'm gonna do that with you with the chair. Hit the back of your knee and you can go down. All right, here's my mashed potato bowl. It looks less than appetizing. I ended up not baking it because it is, what time is it? 8:35? 8:35 p.m. So we ran out of time. We're hungry. We just threw it all together. It's mashed potatoes. There's chicken right there. Corn, gravy. What's that stuff? Cheese. Man, I'm tired. Anyway, there you go. There's my copycat KFC mashed potato bowl. Okay, it's almost 10 o'clock. I'm just now working on the, well, I'm almost ready to put the cookies in the oven. But anyway, mango cookie bars. I've got the crust down there. It's, I'll try and put the recipe in the description box. Did I last time I talked about them? I'm not sure. The mangoes are like not even ripe. They're like hard mangoes. They're not soft and like delicious gooey mangoes. They're hard. So they've been like macerating in sugar, what's it called? Lemon juice and cornstarch for quite a while, just while I was making the crust and everything. I'm going to put those on there and it kind of congeals as it cooks. And then the rest of the bottom layer you put as like a crumble top on top. I kind of feel like I made my bottom crust a little too thick, but because these aren't ripe, they're not juicy. So they're not, I mean, they're kind of making some juice, but it's not the same. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so I'm fixing to put these together and then I'll put them in the oven and they have to bake for an hour. So I'm going to get to bed really late tonight. But did I even tell you why I'm doing this? Yes, I think I did. We had leftover mangoes and blueberries. I need to throw these blueberries in the freezer because I'm not using them till Sunday. And they're kind of on their last life already when we were eating them today in class. So anyhow, it's just been a more eventful evening than I had planned. But I had already told my students I was going to make these. So I cannot let them down. It's going to be Friday. It's going to be fun Friday. We're going to have cookies. It's going to be great. We're going to do our first store. I have not even talked to you guys about that. I'll show you the cookies when they're done later. But then tomorrow, remind me to tell you about the new reward system that I'm doing. Maybe I mentioned it briefly. And then show you the store that I'm going to do. And I'll tell you how it goes. Because I'm a little nervous how it's going to go our first time. So we will see. Okay, let me get this topping on, get the cookies in the oven, and then I'll show you the finish. Well, I'll show you when I get it layered, and then I'll show you the finished product. Good morning. It is 7 a.m. I actually should have left 10 minutes ago, but I'm running late because I cannot dress myself because I'm going through things. Anyway, I forgot to show you the layered and finished cookie bars last night. I'm cutting them apart right now. I'm frantic. I need to show you so I can go, but here's the finished cookie bars. Hey, happy Friday. I don't know if I said that. All right, sorry, it's still kind of dark in here, but there they are. And it was this whole sheet pan. I've already cut up this many, and I'm excited. They're so delicious. I'm going to leave Scotty a few. Those kind of fell apart, but I'll leave him a few good ones. I don't think they will all get eaten up, but they are so good. They just might be.
I'm gonna sneak around.
You can sit there and be a spectator.
Yeah, that's our word in art.
Your word in...
Spectator.
A spectator? What is a spectator?
It was not a spectator. It was whatever.
Oh,
word in
perspective.
Yeah, perspective where it's like.
Oh. Perspective, yes.
We're not spectators. People went on that. I have 21.
21 beads. All right. So choose what you want to spend your 21 beads on. Hey y'all, it is later. I am actually fixing to leave. It's just a few minutes after 4. We had PLC today, so we have to stay from 2 to 4. But I told you I was going to tell you about my new reward system. So always previously I have done like negative reinforcement, I guess, if you will. I don't know how else to say it. And my brain is absolutely dead after this week. So we're just going to call it that for now. But like if they get in trouble, they have a lap. They owe me a lap at recess, which takes 3 to 5 minutes, depending on how long it takes them to walk the lap. You know, it's all the way around not the inside perimeter of the playground. So every offense, they get a lap, whatever. They don't work. They don't care. They're still outside. They still see their friends. Half the time their friends walk with them and I just don't catch it. They're not supposed to, but they do. And I'm just tired of being like only focusing on discipline and not like the good stuff. And so I'm like, I went home the other day. Hang on. I went home the other day just like sick and sad and just like over it. I had a student call me a not very good name. You can only imagine what he called me. And it was so heartbreaking. And I just am like, okay, I'm done with that. So I just thought about it and I'm like, I want to start doing something for the people that have good behavior. And so I've seen this before and it's called bucket fillers. And they did it with like little metal buckets and pom-poms. And so I don't have that. I have this stuff. I almost did bucket fillers last year and then I didn't. So I had all of these bowls that I got on clearance at Dollar General last year. It was like 3 for 50 cents. They were originally 3 for $1. I got them on clearance. So I got them like super cheap. And so I had them already but I didn't have anything to put in them. But then I have all of these beads that we use for our wampum. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do that. So we just are using beads. And so the premise of it is they spent their beads today. But anyway, you can see they've got beads in there. They had much more beads, but they got to go to the store, and you will have seen that little video clip, or maybe I'll insert it now. But they'll earn beads through the week for good behavior, good hallway behavior, being kind, helping people out, like just all kinds of various things they will get a bead for. And sometimes I'm like, they're just sitting there being quiet, and I'll walk by and put a bead on their desk or whatever. So I think the most beads was like 24 beads for the week, which we didn't even start it till Monday afternoon. And so, or maybe even Tuesday morning. I think it was Tuesday morning. We didn't even start it. Or was it even Wednesday? I don't remember what day we started. We didn't have a full week. I know that much. It may not even have been till Wednesday. When did that happen? That kid called me that? I feel like he called me that Tuesday and we did it Wednesday. Doesn't matter. What the point is, some of them spent all of their beads on the store today. Some of them were like, no, I want to save them. So now I got to think of like bigger ticket items. So I was thinking of like, they could eat, like get their lunch and come eat lunch up here in the classroom with me. And we can like watch a video or something, you know, I don't know, just something fun like that. Just like one-on-one time. So like bigger prizes, but not always just tangible things. Also maybe experiences or something. But we also do a school-wide reward system where they get to spend their critter coins on all kinds of different things. So I don't want to like double dip in some of those areas, but also like I want it to be something they want. So anyway, they liked all the little kitschy things today. This girly got 8 blind bags with hers, and she got all these little things out of the little blind bags and loved them. So the store went over really well. The kids loved it. Like I said, some of them chose to spend, some of them chose not to spend. So now I just got to think of like bigger rewards. But I just had a whole ton of stuff already built up. And I really didn't buy much more. I bought coloring books because they have been into coloring. But you already saw the video. Literally everything else I had on hand already. So I did buy yo-yos because we had an assembly on Monday that were like a yo-yo guy came, and they're selling the yo-yos, but I've got some really poor kids. And so not everyone can buy the $10 to $20 yo-yos. And so I was like, I'm going to put some yo-yos in my treasure box. So some of them have a $1.75 yo-yo, and some kids in the class have a $20 yo-yo. Do any of them know the difference? Probably not, you know. Anyhow, I'm fixing to leave for the day, but I just wanted to fill y'all in on that because I talked about it last night. The cookie bars were a hit. Everyone loved them. And I have a lot left, and I'm really excited. I put them in the teacher's workroom so that the teachers could enjoy them as well. One teacher asked for the recipe, so that always feels good when someone asks for your recipe, you know. But anyhow, I am going to shut her down, turn off my lights, and head to the house because I'm ready. I'm ready for the weekend. So ready for the weekend. Oh my goodness. It's been a long, long week. That's for sure. All right. Dinner tonight is Olive Garden chicken pasta and Caesar salad. I'm so excited. I made it a little different. I normally make it in the crock pot. I made it on the stovetop. Put in only half a bottle of the dressing. It was a little oily for me the past couple times I made it, and that was definitely the change. I also cooked the noodles in the chicken broth, and that it's just delicious. So bon appetit. So excited to eat. Hey y'all, it is 10:45 p.m. So we have made it to the end of this vlog. I'm done editing to this point as well. I really should start taking notes as I'm editing because I'm like, oh, I need to update about that. Oh, I need to update about that. And now here we are. I'm like, what was I supposed to update about? I don't remember. So the updates I remember are deodorant, 100, A+, A++, has like beat out every other single natural deodorant that I have tried thus far, which I have tried a lot, I feel like. Excuse the dryer. Aiden's got clothes in the dryer and it's so noisy right now. There's always so many noises when I close out the vlog and it distracts me so bad. So hopefully you are much more skilled than I at focusing and drowning out noises. because I'm not good at it. But the deodorant, so good. I did the honey cactus flower. I think that's what it was called. That's what I have started with, y'all. It's 10:45 at night. I put this on at 6:45 this morning, and it still smells exactly the same as I put it on this morning. I will admit it was not a very stressful day, so I probably didn't sweat, but it was 75 degrees today. So anyway, it is so good. And then Scotty ended up buying the aluminum case, not aluminum, I don't know, the metal case, so that he can try the Thunderstorm. But then he also bought a few more fragrances. They're not in yet, but I will update you how they work for him eventually when those come in. But yeah, I am definitely on board with Wild. Of course, it's only been a week. I started wearing it Sunday and it's Friday, but so far so good. I feel like the other thing I kind of left as a cliffhanger was basketball. Aiden's last game was Tuesday. They unfortunately did not win, which means their season is now over. So on to baseball. So Riley started her season this week for softball, and then Aiden starts his practices next week, and I think his first game is March 20th. So we've got a little bit of a break. We love baseball and softball, so we're not super sad that basketball has ended. And then what else? I came to realize that I didn't actually ever tell you what the mangoes were for. I must have talked about it on my grocery haul or something like that. But we have like a snack that is fruit or vegetables at the end of every school day. I've talked about it before. They stopped doing it at Christmas time, and they said our funding was over for the year, but they also weren't quite clear if it was like the year, like 2025, or the school year. And so they weren't sure if we were going to get snacks again after the new year. And we have started getting snacks again this week. And so we had blueberries left over and we had mango left over. So I decided I was going to make the mango cookie bars. I told the kids, I'm like, if there's mangoes left over, I found a recipe that I really love and I'll make mango cookie bars. So I had told them, I messed up by telling them. That's the first thing. You don't ever tell kids anything, right? Because I knew if I did not make these, then I would never hear the end of it, you know? And so they loved them. They really did turn out so good. And then the blueberries I'm going to bake into waffles over the weekend, and I'll take blueberry waffles to school on Monday. So that'll be a fun little treat for them on Monday, which I had 4 kids absent today, and so they didn't get cookies. So when we go back on Monday, they'll get waffles. So that kind of makes it nice for them that they didn't miss out on all the like baked snacks. But anyhow, that's probably all I was going to catch you up on. I don't really remember. I have been congested all week long from working outside and Scotty leaf blowing and it just being in the air around me. So that's messed me up this week. But otherwise, it's been a week. I will tell you. I kind of talked about that at school when I was updating you about our reward system. So I am very excited for the weekend. Hope to sleep in tomorrow. I'm not going to talk about what we're doing next week because you're going to have to come back next week to check out what we do next week. So if you enjoyed this vlog, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Leave me comments down below. Remember, if you have tried Wild in the long run, does it hold up? I would love to hear about that. But check out my description box if you are interested in giving it a try for that 50% off coupon code. That's the other thing I was going to tell you. My Wild order was actually only 20% off. So not 40% off. So 20% off got me down to $44. So that 50% off will be a nice little chunk, and you'll get that, be able to get starter kit and whatever else. And I just looked at it too, and they have really cute Snoopy designs. They have floral designs. They have solid colors. Again, I just got the Valentine thing because that was part of the sale. So, but it's cute, and I like the little hearts and everything. Reminds me, I just was moving this ribbon, or playing with this ribbon while I was editing that portion, and I was like, oh, it matches. But anyhow, so yeah, 50% off. That's a dang good deal for you guys. So if you're interested, get that code. I don't know that it necessarily expires, but maybe try it sooner rather than later. All right, rambled on far long enough. Thank y'all so much for coming along with me on this one this week. Again, do all the things, all the YouTube things, like, comment, and of course, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my future content. I would love for you to join my YouTube family and just take part in all the crazy shenanigans we get into week after week. Thank y'all so much for coming along with me today on this one. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next one.